Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Learning for Development. Today we are going to talk about questions. How to make questions. As you can see here, we are going to learn how to make WH questions. Is it difficult? This video can be for everybody, but I am making it specially considering teachers. Let's imagine a situation. I am a teacher and I am new to this school, and this is my first day and first class, and I am with my students. I am going to introduce myself, and what I am doing, I am not going to do it traditionally. Rather, I wrote a question pattern on the board, what's da da da. Then students are supposed to ask me some questions with what's, and the first question is, what's your name? So one student can ask me the first question to know my name, and I am not going to say my name, rather they will ask me the question, what's your name? So a student is going to ask me, what's your name? Okay, come on.
What's your name?
My name is Shudev Kumar Bishwas. Thank you. Do you want to know my father's name, mother's name, my favorite color? Okay, now you can ask me.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. Thank you.
What's your father's name?
My father's name is Bhushan Chandra Bishwas. Thank you very much.
How old are you?
How old I am? I'm not going to say my age. Okay, no problem. I'm 41 years old. Thank you very much. So what's happening in the class? Students are asking me by making WH questions. And why are they able to make WH questions? They are able, it's not difficult for them because they can see the structure, what's da da da, and they know what's your name. So instead of using your name, they are using something else, like what's your father's name, what's your mother's name, what's your favorite color, what's your aim in life, what's your da da da. It can be 100 more questions to know about myself. So it's pretty easy for the students when you create a context. The way I created the context, what was the context? I'm new in this school and I'm going to introduce myself, but I'm not going to say anything about myself. Rather, you will ask me and I'll reply. And if we practice something like this with our students, I think even students of grade 3 and 4 will be able to make some more WH questions. If they can't, if they struggle, you are there to help them with some vocabulary. For example, favorite. It's a very difficult word for them especially. So you can help them with this word favorite, or with some other words as they face some problems with. Dear teachers, do you think it can make your life easy to teach your students WH questions? I think so. And personally, I did it with lot of students in different contexts, in different grades, and it's pretty simple and easy for them. Let's imagine another situation. I live in a village, and you can see a picture of my village, my house, and I'm inviting you to take all of you to my house. Will you go to my house? If yes, raise your hands. Everybody wants to go to my house. Thank you. Now, there are some questions for you. You don't need to respond to them now. Rather, I am reading it out for you. You can just listen to me. Who will go to my village? Where is my village? When will you go there? How will you go there? Why will you go to my village? What will you do there? Dear teachers, what is happening here? You are showing a picture to your students and you are creating an imaginary situation where you are inviting all of your students to see your village home. And another good thing is, you are introducing some WH questions in that meaningful context, and students are not taking the challenge to make those WH questions at the beginning. Rather, they are listening to you and they are learning how to formulate WH questions, and later on you can do something where they will make WH questions, they will make questions and also respond to those. Dear teachers, let's move on with another technique. Let's imagine a context. I am planning to go to Dhaka to consult a good doctor. Now, if you would like to know more about my plan to go to Dhaka and consult a doctor, you can ask me some questions, and here you will ask me with WH questions. What was the context I have given to you? I am planning to go to Dhaka and you don't know more about my plan. So, you can ask me some questions with where, when, how, why. Okay, now the floor is yours. You can ask me some questions and I will respond to you.
When will you go to Dhaka?
I am planning to go to Dhaka next month. Thank you.
What's the name of your doctor?
The name of my doctor is Mr. Iqbal Hassan. Thank you.
Where will you stay in Dhaka?
I'll stay in my relative's house. Thank you very much.
Why will you go to Dhaka? Why not Khulna?
Yeah, that's a good question. I could go to Khulna even, but I'm going to consult a doctor who sits in Dhaka in National Heart Institute. It's a government hospital.
Who will go with you?
My wife will be going with me.
What's the name of your hospital?
The name of my hospital is National Heart Institute. It's in Shere Bangla Nagar in Dhaka.
When will you come back home?
When I will come back? Okay. Again, I'm not sure, but yeah, as per the doctor's suggestion, I will come back. It might take a couple of weeks though. Thank you. Dear teachers, what was happening here? Why teachers were asking me all those questions with WH? Because again, I created a context, I gave them a situation where they got a meaningful situation to ask me some questions with when, where, how, this sort of questions. And along with this conversation, you need to include one more technique, and that is either group work or pair work. In this context, I would say pair work. One student will play the role of the teacher who is planning to go to Dhaka to consult a doctor, and another student will pretend as a student, because student will be a student. So that student will ask some questions to that teacher and that teacher will respond, and then they will swap their role. So that teacher will be student and student will be teacher. That means each and every student is getting an opportunity to ask questions, to make WH questions and also to respond to WH questions. And when we do pair work, each and everybody in the classroom is actively participating, and your role is to monitor them, to help them. Maybe out of 30, 40 or 50 students, some will be smartly doing it and some might be struggling. Please go there and help them. After they do their pair work, please invite some of the pairs at the front of the class and let them present what they did in their pairs, and it will help some students who are still struggling. And if you invite them at the end, because you know who can do better and who is still struggling. So after observing a couple of presentations by a couple of pairs, the weaker ones can now get the point, and they can also come up and present their pair works. Now you can focus more on the grammatical rules and everything. After this class, if you ask your students, okay, now if you want to know something about your friends, please ask in English and make a WH question and get response from your friend. And when some of your friends ask you the same question, and please respond it in English. So in this way you can practice how to make WH questions and also how to respond to any WH questions. And believe me, if you can do this sort of practice with your students, they will learn 10 times better in terms of developing their understanding of any grammar point, in terms of how to apply their understanding in their real life contexts. That is the main purpose of learning grammar. Learning grammar for the exam and getting marks and getting A+, it is there, I am not ignoring it, that is a practical area of it, but the ultimate purpose of learning grammar is to learn how to apply them in real life context, while speaking, while writing, and that is the ultimate target of learning grammar. So if our students can do that, they will do pretty better in every aspect of their life. Dear teachers, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel if it is not done already. And if it is done already, thank you very much for subscribing my channel. And also please press the bell icon In that case, whenever I upload any new video, you can get notification and you can watch my video. I'll come up with another video for you. Thank you very much for watching.